Hey everybody, AFC Northerners.
Hey guys.
Jan Davis Hutar, Ravens Nation.
Dave Green, really pissed off Browns fan, disgruntled and salty.
I still love you.
Yeah.
So real quick, guys, just want to say thank you to all of our new subscribers. We don't have the ability to list them here, but the next show that we do as a group, we will definitely go through our list of subscribers. You guys have been great. Please comment and share this. We love talking to you. I also want to say shout out to one of our sponsors, superfanstyle.com, for our logo. You can check out them. They've got great stuff on there for all 4 AFC North teams. So check them out. That is superfanstyle.com. And if you do that, and then / AFC North 20. So superfanstyle.com / AFC North 20 will get you 20% off your first purchase.
All right.
Cool. All right. So Browns Ravens.
All right. Browns Ravens didn't end so well for us. I did a post game quick reaction. We're pretty much going to let Jan cover a lot of this stuff. We'll go right back over a few things though that I didn't.
If
mention.
I may get
I said
that
Watson was going to get into the end.
If I may get that jersey though, sir.
Oh yeah, you can have the jersey. And I'm not giving him the Tim Couch jersey as just it's the Tim Couch jersey.
Nah, Tim Couch is dope. That
Tim
guy's...
Couch. There was a news article that came out earlier last week.
Thank you, sir.
That ever since we drafted him and then we let him go and he stopped playing football, he's been a Browns fan ever since. So this Tim Couch jersey, although it's probably 5 times bigger than a normal size that I should probably wear, I give the jersey over in reverence to Tim Couch. So I hope he throw it on his name.
You were telling me that Tim Couch has not missed a single Browns game.
Yeah, that's according to the article. That was what they said. He's watched every Browns game and he's a huge fan.
That's crazy.
So yeah,
that's so cool. From '99, right?
Yeah.
All right, so
like I said, Watson was going to get into the end zone. He got into the end zone. I gave actually the secondary of Baltimore looks really good. The DBs that they have.
Thank you. We appreciate the cover.
Humphrey and Carr look really, honestly phenomenal.
Really,
the
truly.
The way that they've gelled with Richardson and with Weddle has really produced a very nice, really good, solid secondary for them.
I would like to see more from Jefferson still. I still think he needs to work on his tackling at the very least.
That's fair. But with a guy like Weddle who's flying all over the place.
Interception.
He's playing on the line to stop the run. He's dropping back in pass coverage. It's a very nice thing that they've got.
Smartest thing we ever did and the dumbest thing the Chargers ever did.
I also mentioned the running backs. They're not like a Pittsburgh.
Your run D was ridiculous against our runs.
We're one of the top 5.
Yeah, exactly. Like for real.
Right.
I mean, watching like in the third quarter and into the fourth quarter, Buck Allen had a little bit more of the number, and I think it was just because your defense was tired at that point.
Yeah.
And he was getting numbers, which was great. But just in the beginning, like we were trying to run Alex Collins, and he was getting through here and there. But like really, you guys limited a lot of our run.
Collins went for I think 30 yards on the ground and maybe 20 yards in the air, so he had no more than 60 all day.
Yeah, no, exactly.
The other thing that I wanted to point out, and which I really think is the reason that Baltimore, if they do make the playoffs, has a chance at going pretty deep in the playoffs, is their special teams play.
Oh my God.
They lead the league in pretty much every statistical category that you can possibly lead the league in special teams wise. Cook, amazing punter. No need
within the 5. You know, there's not even a stat for anything into the 10-yard line, like as far as like how many kicks a kicker like has made within inside the 5 yards specifically.
If my memory is correct, he dropped 3
inside the 5
on us. Unbelievable punter. No need to talk about Tucker. Everybody knows about him. Their gunners on the outside really get down there. I think that was one of our problems. We just didn't jam their gunners at the line.
Yeah.
Which really allowed Peppers no time whatsoever to field the ball.
I mean, so that Mike Wallace had 2 amazing catches. I mean, it's only 2 amazing catches. I would rather have like somebody who's got amazing catches every single time. But he had 2 really great catches. Flacco with that ball skill, like you can see his shoulders getting a little bit better. Again, still not whack over Flacco. I still think the Ravens should at some point in time really consider moving on, but he's January Joe and he's getting here early. The Watson touchdown was beautiful, perfect. Flacco runs in for his own touchdown, for the first touchdown that we get after the Jefferson Tucker field goal. Then there was that fumble recovery for a touchdown.
Dude, you watch the press conferences that the Browns had. Kaiser said the same thing as Hugh Jackson. It was a quick read pass type of play. Drango just got beat badly. He just didn't even see the guy coming. He didn't drop back enough to get his feet set.
Yeah, because Judon and Judon was coming over to him to get him. Wound up with a strip sack. Brandon Williams falls on it in the end zone, touchdown.
I think at that point, momentum was really done for us. Like, we were pretty much over at that point.
Yeah.
You could see it in Kaiser's body motion.
How do you feel about Kaiser right now?
Oh boy. I've sat here all year and I've repeated the mantra. He's a 21-year-old quarterback, the youngest starting quarterback in the NFL. But his accuracy inside the 20s is nothing. He's garbage inside the 20s. Do I want to give up on Kaiser? I think it all depends on what we could come away with in the draft. Do I think...
Because you guys have the first and the third pick, right?
Right now it's the first and the fourth.
First and the fourth, but it could go up to the third.
We could possibly jump as high as 3. So 1 and 3. I think he could use a running back, a legitimate running back. And it's not a knock on Crowell. Crowell had 5 carries for 79 yards.
Yeah, he was actually really good against us.
But we just stopped using him. He had the big gainer, and then we came back, gave him 1 for like 4 or 5 yards, and then we never seen him again. It's really the play calling that's more atrocious.
You guys need an OC.
We need a head coach.
You really think that? So you think that it's you really think that Hugh needs to go already?
Yeah. 1-29.
Yeah.
In all honesty.
Yeah.
He talks about he goes to places and never leaves it as bad as he's found it. And when he came in, we had won 3 games that year. We've managed to get 1 win since he's taken over.
Yeah.
Now, okay, we blew it all up. We got rid of a lot of players. We're really, really a very, very young football team. But you cannot be a head coach and offensive coordinator at the same time in the NFL.
No, you
it's
can't.
Too much responsibility.
I completely agree. You cannot.
Excuse me.
Yeah, I mean, you covered already. I know that also Jose had covered for the Ravens thing. Go back and watch his review of the Ravens game too. Doing it in your car though, man, it's questionable. It's questionable. Anyway,
no different than doing it outside.
Oh, no, shots fired! Shots fired. I agree. It was a little windy. Anyway, so here's some interesting stuff. Coming into your next game, so because we've done this, we're good on the Ravens Browns.
Yeah,
a good game. I'm sorry that
I came away from this game, Baltimore fans, with a lot more respect for what you guys have on defense. I'm not crazy about Flacco. I've never been.
Yeah.
And I think the wide receivers are not really all that great.
Although Brashad Perryman did a thing. He actually did a thing, so that was good. He had a decent block and he did a decent carry, so props.
My pen's black. Otherwise, if it was gold, I'd write a star on my notebook for him and hand it over. Big fucking deal. I honestly, though, the defense and the special teams really amazed me.
Yeah.
And watching those 2 facets of the game go at it with the running backs, I really think that there's a chance of you guys going deep.
I appreciate that. So let's go on to your game coming up.
All right, so it's Cleveland, and we're going to Chicago. We're on the road for the last 2 games of the year.
I'm pulling for you so hard on this game.
We get to face Trubisky. Trubisky's a Menor kid, and he was the guy a lot of Browns fans wanted us to draft. Instead, we went with Myles Garrett. So we're actually going to get a first-hand experience with him and get to actually see what he's got going on in an NFL setting with a few games under his belt. I think the Browns have a legitimate shot at winning this game.
Actually, I'm right there with you. Whenever I say I'm pulling for you, it's actually because I think the numbers are actually in your favor. I think the only thing that would kill you is play calling.
Which will probably kill us, which is probably why we'll lose.
Yeah, because like seriously, if it were me, right? If a new head coach came in and in the first 2 seasons had only given us 1 win, I'm done.
Yeah, we're all done.
I'm done.
You can only say the same things over and over again before we actually need to see something happen from what you're saying. And we're not seeing anything happen. We're just getting the same old stupid ass fucking excuses, conference after press conference after press conference, and then you look at him on the field and he looks clueless. Like, it's bad enough that Kaiser has no veteran leadership on the team. He has no offensive coordinator to help him along. And you got this guy who says he's a quarterback whisperer. Well, whisper something to the fucking dude so he can freaking actually make a play inside the 20-yard line. Or is it just because we don't have an actual running back that can actually do damage inside
I think the running
zone?
back is a part of why Kaiser is making questionable throws, because he doesn't have again, Crowell's not bad, but you can't count on him.
No. Okay, if I'm at 1st and 10 from the 15 in the red zone, is Crowell scary enough to you that you're going to jam the box on him, or are you going to drop your guys into coverage?
So
Le'Veon Bell, though, is scary enough, so you're going to jam the box on him.
Would you take Trent Richardson back?
Fuck no.
Well, he said he wanted to come back.
That's good for him.
Yeah.
We don't need him to come back.
Gold jacket, green jacket, all that good shit.
Yeah.
So my question here on this game is defensively.
Okay.
Like, with your defense against, Trubisky, like, you got Peppers, he's looking great. Like, what else do you have that can go against that offense?
Oh my God, are you kidding me?
No, I'm asking for the fans.
Myles Garrett, there's Danny Shelton, there's Conley.
How is Shelton? He was injured, right?
Yeah, he did. He missed last week, or not this past game against us, the week before. He came back, and it looked like he took another knock to the chest or some area like that. And I don't remember if he came back into the game or not. I think what we're watching with him is the fact that our defense is on the field way too long.
Yeah.
That they're getting gassed early. And there's not enough stamina for our defense to actually shut them down the way they should in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
And I think that the players at the back end of we're 0-14 now, we haven't done much. It just, to me, I think they're just tired. I think that we're at the end of the season. I wouldn't be surprised if they lay down, but...
So, how do you win this game?
Accuracy and a constant feeding of the ball to the running backs. That's the only way. You got to get Gordon involved early, I think, though.
Are you afraid of their defense?
No. Nothing about Chicago should be scary for any team in the NFL. Indianapolis shouldn't be scared of Chicago. San Francisco shouldn't be scared. The New York Giants.
Not with Jimmy Garoppolo on that bad boy.
Hey, whatever, man. Garoppolo's Garoppolo. It wasn't meant to be for the Browns. And
I think Bill Belichick really did not want you guys to get the Browns. To get him.
That's fine. I just don't think that we need to dwell on stuff that didn't happen. There's no sense in that.
But Bill Belichick seems like the kind of guy that would hold a grudge.
Oh, yeah.
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 So, how do you lose this game?
How do we lose? By throwing interceptions, by fumbling the ball, by not protecting the quarterback, by doing boneheaded things on defense. 12 guys on the field sort of stuff.
Right!
That elementary, lining up off sides, lining up in the neutral zone. Come on, that's shit that you should know how to do.
And I've seen a lot of that this year.
NFL.
I've seen a lot of that this year myself in specific teams. Even the Ravens had a couple of neutral zone infractions that were like, come on, y'all. When Judon just pile driving a guy for no reason, it's not necessary. Judon just likes to pile drive apparently. And good, cool, rock on. But all right, so your prediction?
I think we get the W this week. They can't score points. We seem to have trouble every other week scoring points. I think it's going to be 17-10 Browns.
All right, 17-10 Browns.
17-10 Browns.
I don't disagree with that. All right, cool.
Indianapolis.
All right, Indianapolis. Yes, we are playing Indianapolis. First off, just want to say, fuck all the Ursays. Fuck all of you. I fucking hate you. and Mayflower trucks.
Little bitter about that. They're coming from
So,
the Ravens guy.
True story. I remember whenever the Colts left Baltimore, and my dad woke me up. Right, he woke me up. And he was telling me that like it was like 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the morning. He had just found out. Wakes me up and is like, they're gone. And my dad and I just fucking broke down and cried right there. Like it was heartbreaking. Like I remember that so well. I'm dating myself.
They talk about them crying. Well, what about Art Modell moving the Browns to Baltimore and the whole city of Cleveland? Cried.
You had
warning. The motherfucker should have came up out of pocket and got himself a new stadium. If
you
that's
really
what he
want to get into this
wanted.
conversation right now?
No, we don't have enough time.
No, we got.
But it would be kind of interesting.
I would love to
sit there and have that.
Yeah, actually, you know what? I'm willing to have debates like that. I'm all for it. Okay, so let's talk about the Colts real quick. Rashawn Melvin was limited with his hand. If he comes back, he'll probably have some sort of fucking club attached to it. Moncrief ankle, he's probably out most likely for that. Denzel Good, his knee is probably going to be out after that nasty hit from Von Miller. Brandon Williams on the Colts, tight end, he's out with a concussion. He's probably going to be out. And honestly, like the Colts have lost the last 5 straight games. They're 3-11. Yeah. There's no luck. There's no hooker. 2 phrases that typically don't go together. I made a rhyme.
But he found a way to fit it into a football video.
I mean, Gore is not going to get very much with our run D. I mean, honestly, the things that I want to watch for in this game is our defense. How do they do against all of it? Because it really depends. If our defense comes out first, and I've noticed this, coin tosses are a lot for us. A coin toss means a lot for us. Which is interesting.
Should mean a lot for every team, I think. But
it's interesting. Sometimes like the Ravens are good, but like if we wind up putting the offense on the field first, it's almost better for us. I've noticed that we're better whenever our offense goes on the field first compared to our defense.
So you're a better first half team, and
no, but that's the thing. We warm up in the second half on like we don't warm up in the beginning on offense. We warm up typically in like just after the second half, and then in the third quarter
so
just goes to shit.
How in the heck then is that possible? How could you sit there and say that then? Like, if it's better for you to get the ball in the first half, you're implying that you're a first half team.
No,
but
exactly.
then you're coming back and you're saying that no, we're a better second
exactly.
half.
This is okay. So here,
why not just receive the ball in the second half and play defense on the opening kick?
Here's why. We score, the sooner we get on the field,
okay.
There's this thing that happens with the offense. The offense is a first half team. The defense is a second half team.
Okay, all right.
That's like it's really weird dichotomy.
Now see, watching our game this past week, that was not evident.
Yeah, well, you guys, we didn't score really in the third and fourth quarter, right? We maybe had one touchdown.
No,
it was 27-10 at the half, right?
No, it was 17-10.
17-10 at the half, and then we got 10 more points. You're right. Sorry. So then, but if you look at the defense, like you guys, you guys got 10 in the early, right?
Yeah.
And then you didn't score again in the second half.
Right.
Our defense warms up. We got 17 points there. So you take away one of those touchdowns, which is on defense.
No, that can all be attributed to the fact that we leave our defense on the field too long because we can't convert third downs.
I don't disagree, but if you look at it too, you look like the Steelers game was just wonky. Like we were just out coached basically on that game, in my opinion. Anyway, my theory as of right now, and we'll see if it stands, is that we are a first half offensive team and a second half defensive team. That's just the way it seems to feel. It is not in any way. I've got no data to back that up yet, but I will. So, yeah, I really don't think that. Like, I think that this game, it's not. It could be another trap game. Not as trappy as the way that playing you felt because you guys just know us better.
Okay.
But we also have Chuck Pagano on the Colts, and I think this is his last year in.
You guys aren't losing at home.
Yeah.
Bottom line.
I don't think so.
Winning this game 24-27 to like 10.
I think it's going to be 23-10. So my prediction is 23-10 Ravens at home.
I'll go 27. I'll double them up and I'll freaking get to a field goal at the end.
I will take that, sir. So, and also, just to catch everybody up, there are basically 3 ways to finish with a playoff spot as of right now. One is that we win both of the games. The remaining games we win. The second is we finish 9-7. We lose one of our games, but Buffalo loses to Miami in Week 17. The other way is if we finish 9-7 and Tennessee loses both games. So there's a small, like, remote weird chance to make it still in if we go 8-8, but basically everybody has us at like 80% chances of us getting in.
I'll already put them in because I don't think they lose the last 2 games.
It's really,
and they're in.
The playoff spot's really our playoff spot's really interesting because if we win both of our games and Buffalo loses, then we have the 5th seed. I think it's possible that we have the 5th seed.
2, 3, 4. You'd still be a road team though.
Yeah, I mean that is what it is. That's not really fun to think about either because we've been okay on the road the last couple of games, so that's good for us.
As long as you guys don't have to go to Jacksonville, you'll be fine.
Yeah, Jacksonville's the one that scares me. We'll talk about that next one. All right, guys. So that's our show.
I know we're doing draft talk now as Browns fans, and I know that there's a lot of talk about quarterback play and all this other jazz. Derwin James at safety from Florida State, really impressed with. I think the guy is Eric Turner because of the big hits, combined with Troy Polamalu, and that would be a guy I would like us to look at and maybe possibly go get.
Interesting.
Derwin James.
Dope. You're always way better at draft stuff than I am.
I'm a Browns fan.
We're
getting to our time of the year, our season.
Yeah. All right, guys.
The season's longer than the regular season, so whatever.
In so many more ways than one.
Yeah.
In so many more ways than one. All right, guys. So again, make sure you check out superfansstyle.com/AFC North 20 for 20% off your first order. Our game's on Saturday. What yours is?
Or Sunday.
Yeah, Sunday. So whenever we get back from the holidays is probably whenever we'll do it. In the meantime, please have a happy and safe holiday.
Yes, Merry Christmas, everybody.
And all that other stuff that goes along with it. Enjoy the family. Have great conversations. And
Cincinnati, give us either a 3rd or a 4th for you. We'll gladly take it.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
They'll take it too. I mean, fuck. They want them.
Is there anything else? Oh, check out New Stripe City.
Yeah.
That's Ace Boogie's podcast on the Bengals. He's
Bengal
awesome. Our other Ravens guy, Jose Verduzco, he's got Joe Noob?
Joe Noob podcast. He changed the name over.
Yeah. So Joe Noob podcast. Check him out there. And we're gonna sign off as we always do with "Fuck the Colts."
Fuck our play calling.
Bye, guys.